brothers, they plot and plan to dispose their brother, Yusuf, and suggestions. It was a discussion, conspiracy type of secret discussion. They did not inform their parents. So in same house, a clique, a group, brothers are planning something, hiding from other things. This is the situation. It may happen in any family. It may happen in any associations, any organization, any party, any company. People plan secretly and without informing others. They decide to take in their hands the way they want things work. This is what is happening here. This is 1 second. In this story, you kill Yusuf, somebody is saying. There is a concept of killing, murdering people that time. Actually, before that, Adam alayhi salam's 2 sons, Qabil, killed Habil. And he did not know how to tackle with his body. And a crow came down and, according to the story, did something, digging the ground and burying something. So the person watching, Habil watching that, he discovered the burial. So first burial is learned from a crow who robbed. Here also we see the death. Let us kill. Let me kill. The word killing is, it is interesting. But another way, suggestion is the throwing that into a pit, into a well. That means there were wells, there were pits where water has been preserved there. Somebody did like that. So there was a technique of digging wells and perhaps enforcing strongly the walls inside, that water could be, they may not collapse, and the passers-by could benefit from that, which is like the beginning of caravanserais. Travelers, manzil, manazil, used to stay in the middle, the building, some water, and nobody may be there. You can rest there and get your necessities fulfilled and refresh. Morning you live. Water, grass for your animal or something else, some food, some rest. It is caravanserai concept with the certain parking area today for cars, resting area for cars. It is, so that is true, is entered here because of this well. Something else we are seeing, Babu Sayyara, traveling, moving. Moving seems this is business moving. Business, traders, caravans. We are speaking about something related with the history of exchange, taking the business travels, people buying things from one place, taking to somewhere where there is none available in that area, sell with a little profit, buy new things, bring back, sayyara, and these are traveling. things. And it is interesting, sayyara here, like a car, but it is like animals, caravans, and camels, maybe horses are the subject. So we need to know the history of the trade and business in the history of prophets. Interesting. لإلاف قريش إلافهم رحلة الشتاء والصيف. شتاء, صيف, winter and summer. رحلة, travel. لإلاف قريش was doing the same thing. The Prophet himself was engaged in Syria, went for a business trip before he became prophet. So really, to have a good picture, in reality we need to know this history and pictures and what they were bringing, buying, what they were exchanging. Were there some like money-wise or type of criteria? How do they measure liter, pound, gram, what? Liquids, and length measures for length, for volumes. How did they measure? This is really, we need to know in Islamic history how, in order to have a big picture, which is I personally don't know, and I'm just hinting a few things in this subject. Now we are 11th ayah. قالوا يا أبانا ما لك لا تأمنا على يوسف وإنا له لناصحون. Now they came to their parents, father, telling him, قالوا, O our father, يا أبانا, O our father, ما لك لا تأمنا على يوسف. What is happening to you? You are not trusting us. Seems story is not told here. Seems they planned, they decided, because it is not mentioned. They discussion, suggestions are mentioned, but story is, this is the technique of Quran. Not necessary things are not mentioned, but meant. So here they decided, they prepared, they selected one or two people. They came to as a spokesman, which is very important. I mean, to have spokesmen who will be qualified to express things properly to satisfy all the people who discussed that one. Otherwise, one may spoil the food. It is a big thing which Muslims don't observe many times and fall into problem. They go to request to someone and to tell him to express him something. They don't select proper person, no proper procedure, and over there when this person opens his views, and then perhaps other people begin to oppose him, spokesman, their leader. So it becomes like that. It happened many times in my life, and unfortunately Muslims are not good, but I am assuming here this is not the situation. Seems they suggested to their parents, let us go with the Yusuf, our brother Yusuf. Father did not give in, did not accept him, their ideas easily. He is suspect. That is why they are telling. Now another stage of more than give, something else. Why they cannot why can we do it? Arrogant to asking, why, O our Father, you are not trusting us. Ta'manna. This is ta'manun, ta'manuna. Anybody who has Quran, I am assuming the text is under the ta'manna. There is ishma, something called ishma. Alif shin mim, alif mim, ishma. This is la ta'manna. This is only place in Quran which is recited like la ta'manna. In reality, it must not be like that. La ta'manna, manna. Mim, مفتوح, نون شدة, شدة فتحة, لا تأمنا, لا تأمنا, must be like that. But here, لا تأمنا, because it is, I forgot the marker, it is لا تأمنونا, لا تأمنوننا. There is a waw over there. Because waw, la ta'manuna, two nun, la ta'manuna became. Waw is omitted, mahdoof, waw is made disappear. To give sign, hint, allude that in the original analysis of this word, there is waw over there, la ta'manuna. Because of that, for that, to hint that, we do our lips goes la ta'man, because this is the proper way, well, pronounce wow. We don't pronounce wow, no. Wow has a way of pronunciation. How to pronounce wow properly. This is the proper way. Pushing lips forward like a peanut small size opening is left here. So la ta'manna, why you are not trusting amana ala Yusuf, about Yusuf. وَإِنَّا, whereas we are له to him, لَنَاصِحُونَ, advising, we are advising to him. We are good doers. We don't have ill feeling against him. We are people who always helpful to correct, to advise. When you have a counselor or advisor, you trust him, he trusts you, and you don't expect him to treat you, to cheat you or anything. That is the situation. We are like him. We are good people. We have good friendship with him. Why are you not trusting? This is second level of request first. Did not get their result. Now, a little bit argumentative. Why don't you trust? People do like that. People do like that. I mean, stage by stage. First stage first, then second stage. If you don't observe, you run into problems. When you go calmly, nicely, cool way of expressing something, you go like that. But if you, in the meantime, you jump, begin like, this is what I was expecting from you when you don't understand me. Really, you may push things to wrong side. They are careful in this issue, careful. Arsilhu, send him ma'ana with us, Qadan tomorrow. let us go tomorrow camping. It's like a camping. Somewhere outside the eyes of the parents, mountain, open area. Nobody will watch them. This is the premises of this. Let's send him with us tomorrow. Yarta, he will graze, meaning he will enjoy, like green, like animals graze. So he will be with us over there. Yarta, ويلعب, and play. Play is a big subject in the Quran. La'ab. Then before that, yarta, rata'a, also. I mean, green things, animals and people benefit from that. You go weekends, somewhere, hot season, people rush out to camping areas. Nobody in the city. We were visiting France. We wanted to go by plane, by very fast, like very fast train from one Paris to another city. So there was no place in station, train station, to stand. We were already tired. To sit, none. I mean, people were sitting there. I said, what is this? Too many people. Oh, they said, this weekend. Yeah? Everybody live in Paris. We have summer houses, villages, and everybody is running out. Too busy, too hot. Let me go. Finish. Let me refresh. Same thing we are seeing. You don't have, but you have dream. You have dream, as I don't have, but I have dream. Dream 60 years. I don't think in a few years before going other side that dream will be realized. I don't think. So my dream is in the hereafter to be realized. But نقول كل شيء يتوقف على المقدور. Money, that is illallah says, and he expresses his sentence. Everything depends on money. Hunger is old Ottoman Turkish word for money. كل شيء يتوقف على الفلوس. So money talks. Money talk. That is not talking so many years. I'm not going to wait. That talk in a few years, not finished. That hope finished, so turn into hereafter. Everything good in the hereafter. Trip. I think everything, whatever we have, will be finished here and in the hereafter. Hopefully we will be welcome over there. So let him enjoy. So they are not saying, let us enjoy. So, yarta'u is in Arabic, mufrad, mudari, rata'a, ruta'a, yarta'u, yurta'u, mudari, is mufrad, one. Who? Yusuf. Whereas, they have plan. It is interesting. I will do this for you. I mean, companies call you. For you, what for you? Are you my grandfather's son or what? What is this for you? Everybody is for you. MashaAllah, you will have everything for you. There is no for you. I will cheat you. That's what it means. I will I will treat you well. You will be enough stupid fall into my tactical technique, and I will grab whatever you have in your money pocket, then you will be running around screaming and kicking. That's what they mean. So here, Delta, let him benefit, grace, walk, benefit. ويلعب and play. Oh, play is a big problem. I think children are playing. Children are playing. Parents, early in the morning, Friday evenings, sometimes they stay here, youth, but chaperone or leader falls asleep somewhere in the building, so big building, but youth, 3, 4, 5 of them, 5 a.m. when I come, I see them playing inside the hall. Before Maghrib, I see young people playing. Just 2 minutes after Iqamah will begin, I go rush. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Iqamah, and read Khulasa, short. After Salam Sunnah, no dua, rush. I see people are playing. When did they came? When did they pray? When did they come? I asked a few of them. Yes, they prayed. Like a genie, you should too much pray, too much, too fast. I am too a little bit fast, but this is better, more than. Ya akhi, ya akhi. Now we have problems. We have people with their Jamaat Tabligh, no Jamaat Tabligh. Ikna, Isna, Mawlid, not Mawlid. MashaAllah. Either watching their children, I'm not against, but MashaAllah, you don't need to invite people. Flowing, la, play, flowing. You don't need to invite people, propagate or beg them, hold them. Happening. So, look, they are not telling you will have a scheme and plot and plan to kill or to throw into ditch somewhere. They are very masoom, very innocently telling, he will pray, he will enjoy, because Father will be happy. They figure out that Father's heart is there. He wants him to be happy. So they are bait. This side of the coin, not other side of it. Show this side of it. وَإِنَّا لَهُ لَحَافِظُونَ. You are, oh my our Father. Listen, first, رَتَعَ رُكَى يَرْتَعُ يُرْتَعُ يَرْتَعُ لَعِبَ يَلْعَبُ لَعِبًا يُعِبَ يَلْعَبُ يُلْعَبُ يَلْعَبُ لَعْبُ إِنَّمَا الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا لَعْبُ فَلَهِبٌ. The word is لعب and لهو. Betafafur, it was like إِنَّمَا الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا many times. So there is a la'b, play, which is acceptable, which is rejectable. So which one is acceptable, which one is not acceptable? Amusement, entertainment, big industry now. I mean, visual, audio, and others, with tapes and recordings and videos, everything. So it is big thing. Acceptable, not acceptable. Which one is acceptable? Whatever. That issue. وَإِنَّا لَهُ لَحَافِظُونَ. We are his protectors. وَإِنَّا we له to him, for him, لَحَافِظُونَ. La, of course, protect. حَفِظَ. اسم فاعل. حَفِظَ حُفِظ يحفظ يحفظ. احفظ حافظ. protector, preserver, protector, Hafiz. Khuda Hafiz, Allah Hafiz. Khuda, first is God, Allah Hafiz. I mean, like people when they depart from each other, let Allah be your Hafiz. So for that, Allah be your protector. You be in the hand protection of Allah, Allah Hafiz. But it is recent, new style nowadays here in this country mainly, but in literature back home, people who speak Persian and Urdu, and they say Khuda Hafiz. So now it was discovered that Khuda, like God or like anything, may not substitute the word Allah, so they are changing to Allah Hafiz. Whether it is culturally necessary or not, I don't agree in everything, but this is it. So Hafiz is one of the 99 names of Allah, protector. Protector, Allah is Hafiz. وَإِنَّا لَهُ, we are for him, innana. Of course, inna, of course, na we, lahu, la, of course. So there are two, of course, two no doubts in the sentence. We assure you, you must not have any suspicion, any doubt, anything, that we will be his protector. We will be watching him. We will be taking care of him. We will take care of him. That's what they are saying. Father. This is dialogue. Said, innani, definitely me, la yahzununi. It gives me grief. Sorrow. حزن حزن يحزن يحزن لا يحزن لا of course يحزنني gives me sorrow أن تذهبوا به. You're taking him out. I feel unhappy myself, unhappy. I feel unhappiness, distress, sorrow in my heart for your taking this boy away. I want to see him around here. Parents care about their children. They watch. Mothers care about their children. Hanan, affection, love. They have love towards their children, their babies. All animals, except one or two, maybe in biology, which they don't care that much. And they eat their babies. I think some very strange thing is like that. Fish, some fish, maybe all, I don't know, and some other animals. When you watch these Discovery channels and channels like that, you get amazed and you feel sorrow, and these animals, how do they take care of each other sometimes, and how they attack to each other sometimes. Even if they are related with each other, it happens. So you're taking the child, this boy, away from me, gives me a sorrow I feel in my heart. Huzn, unhappiness, grief, sorrow. وأخاف, I fear. خوف خوف, خاف خيف, يخوف يخاف يخاف, خاف, خايف. This is khawf, fear, to be scared, to be afraid of something. I fear. And that يأكله eats. أكله كلا يأكل كل. This is the purpose of the class. Grammatical things are to make familiar people who want to learn something. And it is not a tafsir or anything. And يأكله, I am afraid, I have concern, I have worries that أن يأكله will eat him as the wolf. Seems there is a wolf that time. Not seems it is like that. Perhaps not created that day or not came that day. It was there. So this wolf used to eat people. Why? This experienced father will have this and available and everywhere. I mean, that part wherever they were not going far away for months into the jungle, as we understand, not mentioned anything about that. So it seems this animal was there. And when that animal was there, seems other animals also, why not to be there? But our subject is he is eating, ability to eat a human being. People say they don't attack if they are not that much hungry, and this type of, how many type of sheep are there? These wolves, and which one is fitting in that climate? That area is not America, it's not possible in America, it's like in Middle East, near Egypt somewhere, in Arabian Peninsula, in that part of the world, Canaan, and there are explanations. I don't know or I don't get involved in those things. But that part of the world, definitely not in Turkey, my country, not in Afghanistan, your country, not in South Africa, his country, and not in India, somebody else's country, or Pakistan. So, but there was a climate over there, you see, climate. And what this animal wolf was doing, seems animal, in order to flourish an animal somewhere, there were trees, there were not, possibly they were not in the desert or anything like that much. So to survive, so it is interesting. This is a history of biology of Quran, Quranic biology. Find a way. But if you are biology teacher, biology professor, why don't you write something like that? Why don't you prepare something? Animals in Quran, their characteristics and things, and this answer to this thing, and what type of wolf could be based on the science, history of science. We are neglecting history of sciences. Muslims are getting involved in modern things. When it comes to history of their profession, they are not interested in that at all, which is too bad. Not Islamic part of the equivalent or parallel part of their profession also. They are not interested in that, which is too bad, too bad. So, قال إني لا يحزنني أن تذهبوا به وأخاف أن يأكله الذئب وأنتم عنه غافلون. This may happen, وأنتم عنه from that ghafilun, you are unaware, ghafla. I am afraid, father is saying, something may happen, I have a lot of worries, and this wolf may grab this child when you are not aware of it. You may not be aware of it, but careful, a little far away, a little bit. This is what I fear, father says. Father and mother, parents always have concerns for their children. This is what we see here. قالوا, they said, لئن أكله الذئب. Now, thing is focusing on the wolves eating. So they need to challenge that part to convince their father. They are eating that part. Now, not mentioning he will be benefiting, he will be playing that part. Now they are in another stage. So in dialogues, you follow the system. First stage finished, then second stage, second problem, you need to eliminate that second problem. Not telling the same thing you said before, leaving this unsolved, as many times Muslims do like that. They argue, you watch them. They are going nowhere because they are not listening to each other, or they are not following step by step. Even if they wish to solve a problem, it would fail. قالوا, they said, لئن أكله الذئب. La, of course, in أكله الذئب. If wolf eats him up, if ذئب. وَنَحْنُ عُصْبَةٌ. And whereas we are a band, a group. I mean, we are not 1 or 2 persons. We are a group by 10 people, 9, 10 people. We are enough, strong enough, a group in number. If it's him, we, number-wise, we are like that over there. Definitely that isn't, then the khasirun, we are losers. What are you talking about, our father? We are so many people in number, and we will be, it will not happen. I mean, that means we are lost, we are done, finished. Whereas we are not finished. We are strong, number-wise okay. We will be all around, watching, looking, and this wolf would not have a chance to eat our brother. Okay. When they took him, and they met to decide, they decided, إجماع عزموا متفقا. That is the meaning. Ijma is a strange word, it has a lot of meanings. In Quran, words have many times different meanings. فلما when ذهبوا به, they took him. They convinced their father. They took this boy. وأجمعوا, and they decided that أن يجعلوه, they will set him في غيابة الجب, in the darkness of pit or valley. Now they took this boy away And they decided to put this boy in the darkness of, well, this is what they did. وَأَوْحَيْنَا إِلَيْهِ وَأَوْحَيْنَا, we have revealed to him. To maybe Yusuf, we revealed that, we inspired him. لا تنبئنه, لا of course. تنبئ, you will decide. You will inform, you will inform. Definitely whom to them. Or Yusuf, you will inform to them. بِأَمْرِهِمْ, their act, what they are doing in future. Hasa, this act. You will tell in future what they are doing this in future. This is the beginning of story. This is what is meant. One day, things will go in a way that you will remind, or you should remind your friends, all of those things. وَهُمْ لَا يَشْعُرُونَ, but they did not feel what I inspired to them, Allah is saying. How it could happen is my words. That 9-10 people, brothers, conspire against one of them. None among them could not inform this boy. Or this boy, Yusuf, could not notice any skin or thing earlier, so that he may, in one way or another, find a way out, not to be with them, or take refuge with someone else around, say, protect me, something. Strange. Many happenances like that. Parties, organizations, a group plot against other group to take from the company, conspire something. They do. And these decent people, known that way before, keep quiet, or cannot notice, don't act properly. In families too, unfortunately, it is a Raja'u. They took this boy away, and it is not mentioned here. They threw this boy, or put down, how, not mentioned here, detail, tying rope in his belly, letting the rope go down. Then how did they manage undo that one, for example? We will not explain how you put down to the bottom of a pit a person alive, how? And what about this water? People are coming for water, to get the water. Little water, big water, no water, dried up, not mentioned. But this, Yusuf alayhi salam finds himself at the bottom of the pit or well. Raja'u. Then they come back to their father, above, to their father. Isha and late. They don't come early, on purpose maybe, not mentioned, but could be, because it is dark, it is late. If they come early, just guessing, father may be running or going or looking around or something. But they are coming late, so it is already sundown and sunset, night time. We don't see, nobody could see. Nobody could see. So something really like a little tactical thing seems like that. Rajabu, Ababu, they came to their parents. Isha time, night time, beginning after Maghrib. Yabku, crying. How did they manage to cry? Crying. Creating an environment to convince easily the parents to a point good enough. This is what is happening. They are not laughing, not dancing, not jumping up and down, no happiness. When something happens, disaster, even if it is artificially, you feel sorrow. Crying is a big thing. It is natural. It is like human being thing. Mainly, I know or heard that giraffe also cries. Some animals cry, but mainly human being. I mean, a human being could be described with qualifying verb, crying animal, laughing animal. Other animals don't laugh. Laughing animal or crying animal. When you say animal, we share life, existence with all living things, animals. But when we say laughing, they are excluded. Human being comes, is defined. Haywanun natiqun, speaker, an animal who speaks. Speaking animal. Laughing animal. Crying animal or weeping animal. It is natural, it is a part of human thing, artificial. There are people who worship by crying. I believe in paganism, some cult. Crying is a part of it, and even in Arabic and Islamic history, in hadith, people cry after death, and there is professionals, niyaha, professional crying, because that is what everybody wants to hear at that time. So this professional is brought and he manages to cry, make other people have to cry. So if everybody is crying, you are not crying really, you may feel embarrassed. And I attended some 10th of Muharram ceremonies just to know more what is going on. And there was a preacher preaching, and culmination of the preaching was really that of Hussein, murder of Hussein, the grandson of the Prophet. Believe me, he broke subject. Everybody began to cry. And me and my friend, in their middle, they did not know who we are. We are not Shias, we are Sunnis. I mean, so we began like to pretend something to hide. We too are with you. Don't cry, Yasir. Don't cry, it's not coming. Not coming. So crying is I mean, Janan, you lose your loved one, you cry. And Majnun loses his Janan, cries. Janan is too far away, cries. Imrul Qais speaks about his loved one, cries. And in Andalus, Sha'ir is watching Abu Bakr or someone. لكل شيء إذا ما تم نقصانه فلا يغرر بطيب العيش لسانه. I mean, sitting at the top of the hillock, watching destruction of the 6, 7, 8 centuries civilization by enemy, and everybody is really running away for their lives and things like that. You cry, now it is your turn, you cry, because nothing is left to do other than cry, because you didn't do the job before. You cry. Big literature, big thing. So this is what we see here. A little different possession, but they are crying really to convince their parents that they did whatever they better put together. ابكي باكيا فليضحكوا قليلا وليبكوا كثيرا. Let them laugh very little, cry and weep a lot. In Quran. So laughing, opposite of crying, maybe not grammatical opposite, but is not really in Islamic tradition that much encouraged. Laughing breaks wudu and namaz if it is loud when you are praying. But medical people, some other people are saying, oh, it is equal 1 kilo kebab, one laughing, 1 kilo kebab. I have it's very good. I mean, they are saying that we are confused whether it is real good or it is killing laughing, killing the heart, the people's feelings. Seems correct, that is correct. When somebody laughs a lot, clearly he becomes insensitive, not that much sensitive for the things around. So, Quran is using وَلْيَبْكُوا كَثِيرًا, let them laugh, let them weep or cry and laugh. If they are going to laugh, very little. Somebody said, one of my teachers early in my life, this Qalilan means 0. Let them laugh 0. He said, in Tafsir citizen, I checked, I just remember what I'm saying. It is very interesting. If it is not that. I think I will conclude at this point. So we are leaving the subject at 17. begins, قالوا يا أبانا إنا ذهبنا نستبق وتركنا يوسف عند متاعنا فأكله الذئب وما أنت بمؤمن لنا ولو كنا صادقين. That is the ayah verse. Just perhaps a small summary. Brothers decided to trick their father and to take away Yusuf because of the jealousy, their brother, and to dispose, to do something, to lose, to kill, or to throw him into well. So father did not at the beginning concede, accept what they were requesting. At the end he was softened enough to accept. They took away. Now they are coming back. They threw their brothers into a pit, into a well, in the desert, middle of desert. But thanks to Allah, that was, the well was on the way of caravans. What we call in Arabic manzil, the places where caravans come and stay, pass the nights, let their animals, camels, horses rest, refresh a little bit, feed them, feed themselves, have a little water, then go. No, these buildings, Karwan-sarai, sometimes is called in Persian, Urdu, in Turkish. We call konak in Turkish, a place where you do konak, do stay in Turkish, konak. So that was, seems a place like that. A caravan came, they wanted to pull water with traditional bucket and string and rope. They pulled the boy out. Strange. So, but before that, his children came back. His children came back. Now they are trying to convince their father. What about? وَجَعْبُوا أَبَاهُمْ عَشَاءً يَبْكُونَ. This is 16th, verse 16. They came to their father. وَجَعْبُوا أَبَاهُمْ, to their father, crying, يَبْكُونَ, feeling sorrow. But Isha time, Isha prayer time, after sunset, because they said, let us spend enough time as if we served, we did our best. That is the end of the whole activities. People quit their research and then their things when sun sets. So this is as if we did our job and the utmost job, let us go now. But everybody must be crying so that our Father feel that it is real acting. It is not acting, it is real, actual thing happened. So this is what they said to their father, Ya Abana, O our father, Inna zahabna. This is the story about Yusuf. We don't have Yusuf with us. Inna zahabna nastabiqu. We went there competing with each other, racing with each other, sabaqa. Each one of us was trying to pass the other person, to be first in running, racing. It is totally legitimate for boys, for children, for girls to compete, to race with each other in the field, running. This is what the Quran says. Because Yusuf alayhi salam was doing, or Yusuf alayhi salam's friend and his brothers was doing. وَتَرَكْنَا يُوسُفَ عِنْدَ مَتَاعِنَا. They said that while we were racing with each other, we left our Yusuf عند متاعنا with our stuff. When you have stuff in camping or anywhere, you don't leave them as in open area. Any animal may come, may take, or if there are other people may take. So we left him to guard, to watch our stuff. When you have stuff, you need to watch. When you have a house, you need to take care of watch. You don't leave the door open and welcome everybody like walking the street. No. When you have your tools, your stuff, your profession, you need to watch. Somebody needs to guard. Watch. Is it there? Where it is? This is Yusuf alayhi salam is left with the things they had with them. وَتَرَكْنَا يُوسُفَ عِنْدَ مَتَاعِنَا. We were running around, competing with each other, racing with each other, and we asked our brother Yusuf to watch things we had, food and other things we had. فَأَكَلَهُ الذِّئْبُ. What happened? A wolf grabbed him and ate him up. فَأَكَلَهُ. Ate. أكل. 3 letters. الذِّئْبُ. ذئب. Wolf. They said, then they perhaps watched their father showing the behavior that he did not believe in them, how it could be, or, couldn't believe in that. وَمَا أَنْتَ. They said to their father, وَمَا أَنْتَ, you are not بِمُؤْمِنٍ, believer, لَنَا, in us. You are not believing in us. وَلَوْ كُنَّا صَادِقِينَ. If we are truthful, this is what you do over our father. Whatever we tell, even if it is true, you are not believing us, you don't believe us. This is too bad. So they are kind of pressuring, using other sentences to convince him that what they are telling is true story. Vajau, telling this story is not enough. You need to bring proof. Telling story is not enough. You need to bring something, evidence, to prove. Everybody can tell any story. What happened somewhere. But proof is important. Vajau, they brought, they come, ala qamisihi, on his shirt of Adam, Yusuf, bidamin, blood, with blood. They brought shirt of Yusuf with blood, full of blood. Kadhibin, but blood. It was not real blood, or it was real blood, but not his blood. Blood of Yusuf alayhi salam. Qala, father said, well, no, I don't think so. No. سولت لكم أنفسكم أمرا. سولت لكم, encouraged أنفسكم, your inner evil power, amra, something. No, 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 no. Perhaps you are lying. Your inner evil power arranges things this way, encouraging you this way. This is what is happening. I think, he said, Asabrun Jameel. Asabrun Jameel, he says. Nice patience. I mean, oh my Lord, give me Asabrun Jameel, give me Sabr Jameel, nice patience. He was suffering a lot, Yaqub alayhi salam father. Now a new thing came out. So what he is saying, I'm helpless, oh my Lord, give me patience, sabr, sabrun jameel. This is good sentence. Everybody must memorize. Sabrun jameel. This is a nice sentence. Sabr, jameel, just two words. Jameel means beautiful, nice. Sabrun, sabr, sabrun jameel. Like small sentence, not full sentence, but it is used in the context of sentence. It is good to use this when you see people need, like they lost their loved ones. Fasabrun jameel. Actually, there is another word, ajrun jazeel, fasabrun jameel. Ajrun jazeel. Ajr means reward, jazeel, a lot, abundant, too much, too many. Fasab ajrun jazeel. I request Allah, reward you, reward them, reward him, reward her, with a lot of rewards. And fasabrun jameel. Give sabr jameel, nice sabr, to you who are surviving. In some areas in our country, when somebody dies and that is taken to graveyard, after burial, relatives line up and other people shake hands of the people, relatives. They tell them like this, Al-Hukmu Lillah, one of the sentences. Means decision is Allah's. Allah decided. Al-Hukmu Lillah. And you, the person is standing, crying, son, uncle, brother of the deceased, you are telling him, Al-Hukmu Lillah, shaking hands, hugging him, Al-Hukmu Lillah. Decision is with Allah. Allah decided. So, Al-Hukmu Lillah, this is from Quran. Ajrun Jazeel, a lot of reward. Fasabrun jameel. Nice sabr. So you say three sentences. Three small sentences. Al-Hukmu Lillah, Ajrun Jazeel, Sabrun Jameel. Really, you are like reading whole Quran, like telling whole stories, because these are small words, but a lot of meaning, big meaning, like a book. Good one.
Aisha said that the Prophet was asking her about the food, and Aisha said this
Sabrun jameel. Wallahu al-musta'anu ala ma tasifun. Father is continuing to say, Wallahu al-musta'an. Allah is the one from whom we request help. Musta'an, aun, helping. Ista'ana, ask for help. Wallahu al-musta'an ala ma tasifun. Allah is the one we ask help from. Ala ma tasifun, for what you are telling us. I don't know whether you are telling the truth or not. I doubt. Allah is the one who needs to be asked help. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. We worship to you only. We ask help from you only. Nasta'in, musta'an. Musta'an is ismul maf'ul in grammar, from nasta'in, from ista'ana. This ista'ana from awana, aun, alayka awnullah, an expression. Allah's help with you, be with you, alayka awnullah. Sometimes written on nicely, hung in the houses, in dukans, in shops, and in mosques, walls, this sentence, alayka awnullah. Alayka, upon you, awnullah, Allah's help. When you have Allah's help, everything will work well. Alayka awnullah, big sentence, good sentence. So this is alayka awnullah, that sentence is kind of reflection of this Wallahu al-musta'an. Allah is someone help needs to be asked from. Musta'an. وجاءت سيارة. A traveler came. سيارة to swim, to travel, to go. أُلْسِيرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ. سيارة سُيرة. Siru is from here. It is imperative. أُلْسِيرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ. You travel on earth. Many times in Quran mentioned. أُلْسِيرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ. You say to them that you travel on earth and see what happened to the nations before you. Many times is here and there mentioned in Quran. Says سيارة. سيارة is اسم فاعل, is مبالغة اسم فاعل. سيارة, سائر, سيار. Too much traveling, always traveling. مبالغة. سيارة is feminine. But the word is like that. وجاءت سيارة. A caravan, a group, traveling group came. In Old Arabic, in Quranic Arabic, anything, caravan, animals and everything are sayyara. But today's Arabic, sayyara is the car. Because car travels, goes from one place to another. When you say sayyara, today in Muslim Arab countries, they will understand car. They will never understand like camel or a few camels together, tied to each other, moving from somewhere, from desert somewhere. They will not understand that one. But today, in Quran, it was like that. وَجَاءَتْ سَيَّارَةٌ. A sayyara came to that well where Yusuf alayhi salam was thrown to, left in. فَأَرْسَلُوا. They settled down around that manzil, qanat, caravansarai, resting place, where this pit or well was a part of. person they send, they have sent واردهم, a camel. I mean, a person will go and come. Pitcher, a person will go and bring something, bringer, will come back. I mean, they are sending someone to bring something and come back. Warid, wherever, camel, wherever, came, camel. But they said, when they settled, wherever this well was, how far it was, but nearby, they said, Persalu waridahum. They sent one person, you go bring some water from us, for us. Fadla dalwa. This person went there, stood at the top of the well. How deep we don't know. And dalwahu, he released down, he sent down into the bottom of well his bucket. Dalwa is bucket, cup, to pull water up. Dalwa, Fadla dalwa. He went there, stood at the top, unaware from anything, whether there is a human being inside or not, and he, with his rope, he sent down to the bottom of the well a bucket, so that bucket may be filled with water, and he will pull that bag and will take that water, perhaps in another cup or same cup, to the main body of the people, caravan. Allah, he was surprised, and he pulled this bag. Oh, inside the bucket, hang or holding, grabbing the bucket. Ya Bushra, good news, surprising. Hada Ghulam, this is a boy. Waiting for water, here comes out a child, a boy. Shocking, but good news, and they say, good boy, a boy, a boy. Very interesting. وَأَسَرُوهُ. He took this boy to the main part of the people, and they discussed, they spoke, oh, we found this boy here, oh, okay, it is okay, good, now, this is our slave, our servant. وَأَسَرُوهُ. They put in their stuff this boy, بِضَاعَةٍ. In secretly, they hid this boy as stuff, as a property. Human beings were properties, sometimes when they were like slaves, could be sold, employed, made, work, labor. So they said, oh, we will gain a lot of money. This is what we found, this is our property. Let us not spread these news, we found here, we found there. Somebody may come, may claim, keep quiet. tactical. You use tactics. Good things, hidden. You don't run when you find a bundle of gold. You don't grab and run into the street and this is it, I found that who wants or who belongs or no, you hide. You don't tell to nobody. Ustur zehabeke ve zehabeke ve mezhebek. One of my teachers used to say. Ustur, you cover. Zehabeke, gold, money. How much you have? Don't tell everybody. Nobody. I mean, if you don't have, they will lose their credibility or something. You will lose something. If you have too much, too many eyes. So it's normal, you live normal, but you may have wonders. You may have wonders, no problem. You hide, you eat, you hide that. Zahabaka, zahab, walking. Your way of walking, never ever. In enemy, they watch these guards, enemy guards, watchers, how do they work, how many people, when they begin their walking, what point, how long it takes, when they are changing the guards. Then the other watchers, because they know how do they go, which way they go, they sneak in when they are far away and they wait there. Then surprisingly they grab them, at the tree, they climb at the tree, jump at the top of them when they are passing under and kill them and throw bombs into that ammunition center or something, ammunition center, then run away. You don't let others know what you are doing, your way. وَمَذْهَبَكَ, your way to mazhab. So, zahab, mazhab. Walking, way. Don't tell to nobody. Keep secret. Look. They found, they hid that secrets. The word asarra means make secret. Don't declare everybody. Wallahu alimun. Allah is knower. Bima ya'malun, what they were doing. Allah knows whatever they hid, the things they tried, but they could not hide. They could not hide that from Allah, because Allah knows everything. Basharahu. They saw this Sharia, ishtara, is very interesting word. In reality, it is to buy. Ishtara, Sharia, to buy. But here to sell. So this word is interesting word. Has two meanings, opposite two meanings. Buying and selling. Same word may mean sometimes buying, sometimes selling. In this case, they took this boy to Egypt. Story goes like that. Not mentioned here. We need to fill this story to complete the picture with our words. They grabbed this boy, they put them among their wealth or property things, what they were carrying, And they went with this boy to Egypt. In Egypt, there were markets, everything was for sale in that area. They were selling stuff and other things, and slaves, human beings who were slaves. Now they brought this boy, this caravan, into market. They said, this is our boy, this is our slave. They did not tell we picked that from a well or somewhere, could be free, could be not slave. They didn't say like that. They said, oh, this is slave, this is son of the slave, he is himself slave, it is for sale. So people looked at him and they said, oh, very beautiful boy, very beautiful person, let us buy. They bought. They sold him. بثمن, with price, money, بخس, little, دراهم, dirham. Dirham. Dirham, the word dirham means money. Dinar and dirham, two. One is gold, one is silver, in reality. But speaking about dirham, this is not Arabic. This is drachmi. This is Greek word. So in Quran, there are words which are not Arabic originally. There are words in Quran which are not Arabic, entered into Arabic. Dakhila, dakhila, entered into Arabic, made Arabic. Originally, they are not Arabic. Suryani words, Ibrani words, Hebrew and Aramaic and Assyriac. Suryani, that's old language. Syria, northern eastern part of Turkey, southeastern part of Turkey, in that area. Assyrians, Assyrology, related with that. One of our professors, who was big German scholar, but Arabist, Helmut Richter, he died. Lived in Istanbul University, in Istanbul area, 50 years teaching. Not Muslim, did not accept Islam, but perhaps has maybe hundreds, 100, maybe a lot, books, some of them in Arabic, some of them in Persian. Is Orientalist. He traveled some areas in southeast part of Turkey, Syrian border, that area, maybe he went to Syria there, to codify the language, grammar and language of the Suryani, Syriac or Assyrian language, which is old prehistoric language, coming down, which has no grammar possibly. So he lived there, listened to people, recorded them, understand them. Perhaps he himself knew that language. These Orientalists are very strange people. They study years and years Arabic, other languages. We Muslims don't study that way. I met another Orientalist, Sergeant, Professor Sargent, who was Dean of the School of Oriental Studies in Cambridge, in England, Cambridge University. He passed his years, maybe like 30 years, in Yemen villages. Yemen. He knew all shuyukh, all tribes, all people, family, when this sheikh will die, who will take over, which person will take over after the death, over sheikhdom. Knew Arabic. I never knew anything like that. Of course, British intelligence, British government was behind him, money-wise, everything. We Muslim scholars, I never visited Yemen, perhaps did not see any new picture of Yemen too. Internet and things like that now, thanks to Allah, it is opportunity, one may go, one may travel, but what I am saying, Muslim scholars don't travel, don't go, don't have money, don't have secretaries. The government is not behind them. Charity, imams, employees. I was in a very important meeting 2-3 weeks ago, big national organization, and there were 24 people sitting around the table, big table. These 24 people, from my perspective, I am excluded. I am the least or lowest one among them. Cream of the ummah. Muzammil Siddiq, in this country. They are pioneers, they are leaders, they are big people, they are knowledgeable, they are Muslims, they are leaders, they are scholars. So there were other people. Somebody was speaking in public, this is a meeting, open public meeting, discussion. He said something, this is what we have done from headquarters. A person, none of these 2-3 I mentioned earlier, but somebody else who was sitting in that table told to other brother who was speaking from headquarters, why did you do that? You are employed. You are hired. That brother got a little bit offended. He said, I am not employee, I am not hired. So it was Brother Yusuf's position, brother, excuse me, don't say it like that. We are all brothers here, sitting here. You have no right to tell him you are hired, you are employee. Why I interfered? Because I have experience here. People look at each other like nobody. Where did we come to this point, I don't know. But in the position of Muslims, I just forgot the reason coming to this point. Being hired, not being hired, employee, listening, not listening. Believe me, somebody used to say, bigger part passed, very little part left. For the young people this is not true, but for the people in my age, bigger part, a few years time or a few weeks, a few days time, we will be going to other side. No more coming to this world. Other side, everybody will be, you are rich, You are big chief, big stomach. Come here, give hasa. Other side. Other side, we will have we will have troubles. Bismillah, going back, let me go back. Vasharahu, they sold this boy bisamanin, with the money. Saman is money, price. Baksin, no value. Darahima drachmi, dirhams, money. Ma'duda, counted. I mean, just a few dollars, something like that, meaning not big money, not millions and countable. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, how many, I don't know. So, now we see a market this is the perspective. There is a market. This child is taken to market, and they are selling human beings, because this boy is human being. Okay? Then selling is done for money. So there is something called money. In that time, Yusuf alayhi salam studied history of money, history of economy, history of market. Now, from our community, you will see hundreds of people marketing business, market. Come here. Market Quran, speak. Are you not Muslim? You are Muslim. Okay, you are running for marketing. This is your business? Yes. For that company or for your own company? Okay, sit down. Are you Muslim? What is your age? Oh, 50, alhamdulillah. May Allah bless you. You do you read Quran? Of course, alhamdulillah. MashaAllah. When did you finish all Quran? Oh, 5 years old. When I was 5 years old, I finished. Okay, alhamdulillah. Since then, how many times finished Quran? Oh, I don't know, but each 3 months, 4 months. I go, okay, sit down. Alhamdulillah. Dua. But I have a question for you. This is your profession. You are in marketing business. Marketing and Quran, speak. Are you going to say yes, no, there is none, and marketing and money? No, money, well, I don't know. No. When you say something, mention an ayah. This is what you are Muslim, you respect Quran too much? Oh, alhamdulillah, kalamullah, okay, everything died, yes. Inspiration, of course. Yeah, come here. How many years you are in marketing? Oh, 10, 12, 11 years. Okay, very good. Tell me, marketing. None of them, whole Dallas you travel, none of them will remember none of them, this is my experience. If I am lying, I will be happy to be liar. Will be happy to be liar. Basharahu, they sold him, bisamanin with price, baksin, valueless, no value. Not valuable enough for him. Darahima, with dirhams, drachmis, Greek money, but was there. Ma'dudatin, counted, adda. 1, 2, 3. Countable amount of money they received, and they gave this boy to the buyer. Buyer was, we will come to that perhaps next week. Buyer was the palace. Palace people. Not king himself, not queen herself, but agents, people. So they were best ones always bought by the palace. They have bigger money, they buy the best one. They employ best one. So they bought the best one. Best food, they buy. Butler, best cook, buy. I was reading an intelligence, an archaeologist, did I mention, I don't know, Weber, W-E-B-E-R, someone, a book. I visited one of my new relatives, so I saw the book and put, and he said this book could be yours, so I read that book. So from Madison, Wisconsin, from somewhere, a young boy becomes archaeologist, I think I mentioned, becomes archaeologist, and then goes to Egypt in the summer, helping excavations. There is big money, big fun. Anybody who works in that archaeological area has this opportunity. Each summer they go help to the national, international organizations, big professors. So this boy was very curious and tedious and nice worker. So he grabbed the attention of the professor, professor someone from France, from working in the team. Then he began to work in Iran, in Turkey, in Afghanistan, and mentioning and pictures. Second World War. So then, after that, years later, he writes a memoir, CIA. He was called to do the job for CIA, he accepts. So it is disguised as archaeologist. He goes there, measures the buildings and things like that. Tahiri, the period. I work, my PhD area is Tahiri and Ilkhanid period in Afghanistan, in northern Iran, in Turkestan, that is the area. Samarkand, Bukhara, and things like that. So I worked in that area, so I was very interested in Tahiri. Who knows this Tahiri? Nobody knows about Tahiris. What they were doing. It is like small part of big Islamic history. Islamic history Seljukids, Mongols, Ottomans. You get lost. Ocean, you get lost. And to know is difficult. North African history, the history of Spain, Muslim Spain, centuries, 7, 8 centuries. How are you going to know 7, 8 centuries? Where they went? How? Oh, I mean, I don't know yesterday, 10 years. I lived there, Dallas. I cannot know what is happening, what happened in Dallas. How can I know? So big, really. So he says, I and my friend, Shah of Iran, before Khomeini, when he was young, there was a big reception in the garden, Bustan of palace. Gave the list to butler, he says, butler of Shah, person who cooks food and things like this for Shah, because we were together. Then I gave a list, so I requested him, me and my friend, be located in that important session when Queen and King Shah will be standing in the yard, just across them. So he said, Butler managed. He was CIA agent. Butler put us just across. So I was successful in approaching him directly, telling 2 sentences, who was directed to him, told him from the center, this is the way you tell him. And I am thankful my program worked well, and I got appreciation from my director, CIA director, letter is there. So Butler is very important, because Butler controls the room. If you control that one, could do whatever he wants. That is what. So here, بشره بثمن بخس دراهم معدودة. Sarai people, palace people, they buy the best food, cook best food, offer best food, buy agents, best lawyers, best defenders, best speakers. This is what they did. وَكَانُوا فِيهِ. They were in that مِنَ الزَّاهِدِينَ, acting as zahids, like pious people. The sellers, they sold, they did not tell them this is grabbed. They were very pious, very decent people, decent sellers. They were not. Very quiet, very nice citizens of the country, but they were really tricking, they were mischievous, as it happens all the time. You know, these people grabbed this child and they acted decently in the market and said so. The brothers of Yusuf alayhi salam, before, they were saying, "Uqtulu Yusuf, you kill Yusuf, we pass that part, or you throw him into urban, into open area, يَخْلُ لَكُمْ وَجْهُ أَبِيكُمْ, so that your father will be having only you. وَتَكُونُوا مِنْ بَعْدِهِ قَوْمًا صَالِحِينَ. You act mischievously, you do whatever you do, but after that, they are speaking with each other, conspiring. After that, you become nice people, Salihin. I said that criminals, they grab, they hit, then when they go outside, like normal person walking in the street. Who was that? I don't know, we don't know. Mischievous boys and children, they do a lot of things. When it comes father, mother, no, nothing. Very good. This is Quran. I think I will conclude at this point. Next week, inshallah, we will continue in this class. These nice best stories of the stories of Quran. Yusuf alayhi salam. Okay, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.